All righty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We hopefully have audio working, but we are essentially watching the Mr. Olympia. This is our fun little watch along we're going to do here. So if you're new here, make sure you guys definitely consider hitting the notification bell. It'll make sure you don't miss anything like this in the future as we look to cover more stuff like this in the future. Now, we're going to go ahead and share the screen. We're not going to share the actual screen, but we are going to share some snippets. So hopefully you guys enjoy what we got going on today. But let's go ahead and start with Nick Walker is on the stage currently. I should probably open up the live Q&A chat in my tablet here. But let's go ahead and take a look at how Nick Walker is looking right now. And this is kind of what he looks like right now. He's okay. You know, he could have used more conditioning. He definitely wasn't the best we've ever seen. He looks more memorable tonight than he did last night. If you were to ask my opinion, that's kind of how I feel about it. Next up, we've got Mr. Tony O'Burton coming on stage. Hard to tell right off the bat what he looks like right now, but he's about to hit that sweet front double bicep. Great shot for Tonio here. Great shot. Now, I will say, I think Tonio could be 6th, 7th right now. Here's the back shot. Great shape. Great symmetry. Very quick routine. He's already finishing up. I know some people are talking about the shoulders. I don't have a problem with it. I don't really notice anything too bad. But what I like to think about is the midsection. That's where it's at. I love the tight midsection he has. Next up, we have William Bonac coming on the screen. And I will try to watch the chat. I will try. But it's going to be difficult. William Bonac coming on the stage right now. He did not start with a front double. He started off with a front lat spread. Not very popping. You know, nothing here. This doesn't blow me away. Not to say he's not an amazing bodybuilder. He's been, I would say, I think some of you guys will say, top 10 of all time. Maybe top 15 of all time. What are your guys' thoughts? What's the chat saying? He looks 10% better? You think so? Just 10%, Todd? Okay. I'm not mad with that. This is Bonac from the back here. I'll try to share things as fast as I can. Got to be ethical. Can't share the live stream. You know, I'm going to be covering bodybuilding for the next couple decades, so can't burn bridges right now. Bonac looks great, though. I don't think he's going to be in the conversation for any crazy placings right now. If he's in the top 10, I think that'd be a good win for him. Here's most muscular. Not terrible. Lighting looks a little rough right now. I will say the lighting is rough. Could definitely be better. I'm trying to find my own live stream so I can watch it with you guys and comment. I might have to switch to my other channel. So apologies as we stumble through this. I, just so you guys know, had to run to Walmart to get a 75-foot Ethernet because my own internet was not good enough to stream. Very crazy. All right. I muted it. And I've got the live chat up. Todd, as always, being an absolute champ. Do appreciate you. Hey, Todd, is Dylan streaming yet? I know he said he was going to, but I didn't actually see any stream so far. But now that we're going, ladies and gentlemen, I think we'll stick at it. Andrew Jack coming up next. Debatably top 4 right now. What are your guys' thoughts on Andrew Jack? You think he's gonna hold off Martin? Do you think Nick is improved enough to place in the top 4? Nick and Martin. Todd saying Nick and Martin is the more conversation piece. Not mad about that. Andrew Jacked. Looks good. He's not blowing me away. That's him from the front lat spread here. Do you have dark mode? Yeah, you guys are gonna have to suffer with me. I guess for Andrew Jacked, correct me if I'm wrong, it's the posing. A lot of the posing is just not good. Like, who told him that this was a good shot? You know? It just looks weird. Here's a good shot. Bad timing. Midsection's nice and tight. Legs look good. Arms are good. The legs are, from some shots, undersized. I'm not going to lie. Here's a good shot of the back double. Not too shabby. I don't hate it. Abs and thigh. A nice, most muscular. What are you guys feeling about the first call out? Who do you think is going to be in the first call out that we're not thinking of right now? We're not talking about right now. Here's the signature shot from Andrew Jack. Great shot. Great shot right here. This is the money shot. If you're an industry man, pretty good shape, good conditioning. He's having fun, you know. He's having fun. I'm going to save that one. I like that one. I would say that the only feedback I have is his legs. His legs seem to be undersized when we're looking at his comparisons with people. And this is, I'm guessing this is Brandon Curry. Because he gets, I guess because he's a Mr. Olympia, he gets a cool walk-in. Maybe you can just have whatever you want, honestly. I'm not mad at that. Okay, Dylan's not streaming tonight. Okay. I'll send him a link, see if he wants to join. He can join us. We can the freaks can can work here. Here's Brandon. The legs, you know, not life changing. You know, I don't hate it. Andrew looks fuller tonight. Here, let me take a real quick break, guys. Let me invite some of the fellas from the show. Let me see how I can do that. Brandon Curry is on stage. If you guys love Brandon Curry, I do apologize. He's a great competitor. I don't think he's in the conversation to win this one, if you were to ask me. Not as a hater. But, it is what it is. Some people just don't, they don't peak well. Let me also send it to Mr. No Olympia. He might want to jump in here. Mr. Marcus. Hopefully I'm not leaking the DMs, boys. All right, let's jump back into it. Brandon is still on stage. He's doing a good posing routine. Quality dropped a little bit, though. Let's get that quality back up. Honest question, guys. Do any of you have Brandon Curry in the top 6? Do you think that's possible? I don't hate the idea, He's a Mr. Olympia, but when here's a shot. When you look at this, does this beat Martin? Does this beat Tonio? That's a good question, right? All reasonable things to ask here. I don't want top chats. I want all chats. Maybe he retires here. Well, Todd, honestly, like he placed 9th last year. And when you think of Mr. Olympias, there's always been a conversation that people that place 9th and they formally have won the Mr. Olympia, they never place lower than that. And they usually don't place higher either. But the real question, as you can see here, Samson Dauda. Is Samson improved from last night? You tell me. Is this improved? Well, it's a bad photo. Sorry, Samson. How about this one? Is this improved? Todd, did you actually buy the live stream, or are you just siphoning whatever shots I'm going to give you here? Because it's way more fun if you're actually watching it, guys. Make sure you purchase the live stream. It's $70. If you don't have it, I understand. We're not all made of money. I've been pretty lucky in life where I get to buy stuff sometimes. So, lucky me. But Samson looks pretty good. I'm not going to lie. You got the live stream? Hell yeah, man. One of these times I'll have to invite you in here. But if you're in here, then who's in the chat, Who's in the chat? It's like 70 of you guys, but no one else is really talking, which is fine. I mean, I could talk to myself. I'm a narcissist. I can do this. There was 70 of you. Now we got 28. 28 people are watching this stream. Thank you, everyone who's watching. That's pretty cool. Oh, here's a good shot. You guys are going to like this one. This is Samson doing that iconic Arnold pose. Pretty good. I like this shot. Yeah, I think Samson lost a lot of the wow factor in the chest, specifically. Last night, I thought that the chest just didn't scream the fullness that it did last year. And there's just not a lot of pop. I don't know if it's the lighting or he's just not bone dry, which he's never bone dry. I get it. But I'd like to see him a little bit more conditioned. Here, we're going to get a good money shot here. I don't think this is a posing routine. I think he's just kind of going through it. But look at this. Does this win the Mr. Olympia this year? Does this beat Hadi Chupin? Does this beat Derek? Because I think Derek is he's the talking point right now. He's the one that people think is going to win. I'm going to save this one too. It's a good shot. Not great quality, but it's a good shot. If Derek can pull off the win here, that will be one of two people in the history of the Mr. Olympia that have lost the title and then regained it. Okay, now they're bringing Derek out. It's interesting they bring Derek out after Samson. I thought Samson was always last because he's the reigning Mr. Olympia. Here's Derek in his spongy chest. Looking really serious. Completely manufactured intensity. I know everyone wants him to win, more in shape, but he lost a lot and made him great. Reminds me when they told Nick to come in smaller with more streamlined, and then he dropped. Yep, exactly. If you know what works, stick with that. If you know that you can come in with great shape and fullness, and you can perfect that every time, just like how Chris Aceto coaches his clients at 90%. He tries not to really go for the 100% shot. And he's one of the most winningest coaches of all time. So if you look at someone like Samson looks good, big. He looks great, full. Do you want to mess that up? I wouldn't. If I know I can win a Mr. Olympia, if I know I can be, I think debatably in the top 6 of all time, which I do, I think Samson is there. Why would you want to change that formula? Why would you want to come in not as conditioned as you have in the past? Doesn't make sense to me, guys. I'm not the all-knowing prophet here, but it doesn't make sense to me. Ooh, viewers dropped down to 13. I wish I could do polls, but I just don't know how to. I'm not going to lie to you. But Derek looks pretty good here. I think Derek is more impressive when I look at this than I would say Samson. Even though I don't like it. Like, I don't like this at all. But you can't say it's not in better shape, better condition, more pop. This is pretty good. I'll save this one too. I think I did miss Hadi, to be honest. I was I had to run to Walmart, get an Ethernet cord so I could actually stream. Yeah, exactly. If you're winning, don't change a freaking thing. So, I don't know. I'm not going to get all hysterical. I'm not going to get super amped and animated. But it just doesn't make sense what some people do. Let's go take a look on Instagram real quick. We got a little break here. What's going on? Let's see what RX Muscle's posting. Okay, so we did miss Nick. Or is this from yesterday? 3 minutes ago. Look at that quality. You think Nick improved? I think what, Todd, you said he improved 10%? This is pretty good. They're definitely touched up. It looks good. I don't know who the Gannicus is, but God, is that thumbnail just obnoxious. Like, I don't know where this channel came from. I've never heard of it, but 11,000 posts. They must have just did a rebranding. It must be somebody else's channel. But Hadi, this looks good, right, guys? You like? Oh, it's gone. This looks good. I'm going to leak this one thing just because I think it's benefiting everyone here. If you guys could go to voteolympia.com and use password champs, Please vote for who you think the People's Champ should be this year. I know a lot of you can't afford the live stream, and I'm not gonna put that against you. But if you want to support bodybuilding and you have that kind of money, please purchase the live stream. At the very least, vote for the People's Champ. That definitely goes a long way. So we do appreciate that. From one fan of bodybuilding to the other, you know. Let's see what's going on in the chat. I feel like I am not watching the chat as much as I could. Okay, you could tell in the call it that he was better. So I must have missed a comparison then. I do apologize. Let's throw back this up. It looks like they're bringing out men's physique now. Do any of you want me to talk about men's physique? Because I would much rather look at some more comparisons. Looks like I did miss a top 4 comparison. That is really unfortunate. So they're moving pretty quick through this. Yeah, you can't see nothing. Where's my little snippets tool? Okay, they're doing the awards for men's physique already. Wow. Can we see anything with this? Okay, we can see a little bit. It's super blurry. I apologize, guys. This is not great. Samson looks really good right here. Am I crazy saying Samson's winning this? That looks pretty good. I don't hate that. What about from the front double? Does everything change when you put up the front double? That does happen sometimes. Of course, apologies to Samson. Having this arrow is not fair. I don't know. I don't hate this. I think Samson looks pretty sharp right here. The chest looked bigger last year, though, right? Is that's what that's kind of what is losing it for him right now? Hottie looks crazy good, though. I would take Hottie over Derek. I just don't like Derek's look. It's the spongy chest, the synthol arms, the weird lats that aren't injected, but they clearly look like they're injected. Not a fan. It's not what I like to look at. I would say my eyes always go to Samson every single shot. I know I'm biased. I know I'm a hater. But you're telling me your eyes are not going right here? Look at that. You want to know what I see on Derek? I see these weird looking shoulders, these weird looking arms, no detail looking ass. Hottie's quads are insane looking. What am I missing here? Derek wins this 100%. Really? You think so? 100%? Wow. Oh, there we go. Now it's updating. Derek wins this 100% the way they had the guys moving around. You can tell. Okay. Yeah, I had a feeling they were going to give it to Derek, honestly. So we could be witnessing history of the Olympia title going back to a previous champion. And you would think that that's essentially what they wanted. I'm not saying they gave Derek the Arnold Classic. I thought he earned that pretty clean. Pittsburgh was close. A lot of people had Nick winning that one. Huh. Samson does not look very confident in these shots either. That does not help at all. I would say the main reason, one of the big reasons Nick isn't going to win this one or place any better than he maybe could have is because he just didn't look confident, guys. He's on stage. He just looks sad. I don't think so. I don't think Derek's winning many shots at all here. The glutes are sharp. That's about it. Not a lot of detail in the hamstrings. Whereas Hottie's got crazy volume in the hamstrings. Comparable glutes. Smaller back, better shoulders, better arms. Everyone's got better arms than Derek. Yeah. Oh, lost the quality for Samson or for Hottie? I don't know if Hottie's smaller. Samson definitely. Samson definitely. He's a lot smaller. That definitely hurt him, you know. Drinking my sugar-free sweet tea, if any of you were wondering. And I guess I need to update my antivirus or something, whatever that was. Samson lost the quality. Yeah. I don't hate that. I'm not against that. He lost the pop. I think who is that guy? Was it Who is the Best Bodybuilder? Somebody posted a really good comparison. Again, Todd's the only one talking right now, so this is the Todd show, and I'm gonna cover Men's Open until Men's Open comes back out. We could cover Classic maybe, but I'm not particularly interested in men's physique. No disrespect to those guys, but it's just not my cup of tea. Who did that side by side? This is just pictures of Samson. What's the other channel? What's the other channel post stuff like this? Kind of clickbaity. Behind the scenes, I think. Beyond the stage, that's what it is. I don't hate this guy, but yeah, some of these channels post stuff that's, I don't know, morally questionable. Maybe they don't know how to type. Yeah, guys, do you guys not know how to type in the chat? Can I see some love? I know it sounds like I'm just pandering for comments, but I don't think it actually matters in a live stream if a lot of people are commenting. I honestly have no idea how any of that works. Maybe it was Muscle Discord. Somebody did a comparison of Samson last year versus this year, and it was pretty staggering. Holy shoot, look at that. Brick Walker. Ugh. I mean, I saw one of Derek. I know I'm on the Derek hate train, but I saw something just like that earlier too. The front lat spread, I 100% agree. Derek or Nick's front lat spread is it has room for improvement. You know, I like the guy, but you got to call a spade a spade. If you got things to improve upon them. And if you're not going to, then expect the placings that you'll receive. I am sorry, guys. If any of you know where that side by side is of Samson from last year versus Samson this year, do let me know. Let's look up Samson real quick. Looks like, yeah, that lat spread, that rear lat spread was rough. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that at all. There's gonna be like 50,000 people tagging this poor guy. There's no way I'm finding it. No, Nick Walker's front lat spread. I agree, Todd. The front lat spread has never been good, and I don't know how he fixes that. No, there's nothing. Well, sorry guys. I was really hoping to find that comparison. Show the classic, guys. We've got men's physique on right now, but if we look at RxPlus, we'll put up a bunch of great photos. Men's classic. Oh, there's Maureen. I thought she dropped out. Oh, I think she dropped out of the Arnold Classic. I love this woman. Repping the Philippines. Baby, please. She could win the Olympia title this year. Absolutely. Oh, maybe she did win. Hell yeah, girl. Congratulations. Someone. Oh, yeah. Junior O. The Logan Franklin hype is insanity. That guy, hey, he's an Army veteran. I love my Army veterans, but he just did not show up at all. He was, I mean, the flattest you can get. I mean, even Ramon. I know I'm going to get death threats for this one, but I was not impressed with Ramon. He just looks like he does every year, except this time he shaved his face. I mean, I guess that's apologize as I eat. I don't want to go catabolic. This is okay. This is not, this is not amazing. This is not life changing. I would much rather have the this guy, whatever his name was. He was freaky looking. Or even Terrence. Looks like Terrence is out of the top 3. That's unfortunate. I just don't think he's big enough, Yeah, Junior O. But we are comparing to today. Comparing who to today? That is the question. Oh, I got you. Yeah. Yeah, we're comparing bodybuilding today. This would look great against Arnold 40 years ago. This is not competitive at this year's Olympia. It was, I don't even want to say it was really competitive at last year's Arnold. I just don't think the Arnold Classic last year was very deep in talent, honestly. This is not good. What did he place here? Does anybody know? Timekeeper has Ramon winning. How do you have Ramon winning? Tell me where he wins. Genuinely, I'm not trying to like shit on you. Like I just don't see it for Ramon. Top 3 for Terrence, Ramon, Mike. Terrence. If Terrence came out of nowhere and got in the top 3, it looks like he's not even in the top 3. I love Terrence. I just don't think he's rough diesel. He's Air Force veteran. I love this guy. I've been following him since he was still active duty. I just don't think he's big enough. I don't think he'll ever be big enough. Hopefully Timekeeper is writing a big speech for us about why Ramon is good. Yeah. I think Logan Franklin, Ramon, I think those guys can go into any top tier show, even Arnold Classics, and I think they can win. You get to the Olympia, it gets a little touchy. You got Olympia champion caliber guys coming into these shows. And the Arnold is going to grow. The Arnold's going to continue to grow as the prize money increases. I heard that the total prize money for the Olympia this year is $2 million. So however they disperse that in the men's open is going to affect what competitors show up at this year's Arnold, which I will be attending in person. So make sure you guys get your guys' Olympia tickets. Todd says Mike will probably win. Ramon second, Terrence third. Yeah, I'm not against that. It makes sense to me. Oh, the screen just went out, guys. Oh, don't go away. Don't go away. Oh, look at this. Hey-oh, looky here. Speaking of touchy, you see men's physique. Yeah, these guys they're touchy. I mean, I don't know. I try not to cover it too much. I've been covering the Olympia for a few years now, and it seems every year I do it, it's just exhausting. Trying to cover all the divisions. I will cover the reigning men's physique, Mr. Olympia champion, Ryan Terry. I got to interview him 2 years ago at the Olympia, 3 years ago, maybe. Amazing guy. Him, Keon, all very personable. And this is, I'd say he's not as big and as freaky as some of the other guys, but he still looks really good. Like, this is what men's physique should look like. It's not, overly big. He's not roided out to the ears. I don't know these guys' stacks. I'm not sure what compounds and quantities they're running, but this seems like this is nice. This is what I would love to look like someday. I'm sure you guys want to all look like freaky dudes, but this is good. I'm gonna have a kid in like 3 weeks. Me and my girlfriend are expecting, and as a dad, this is what I'd like to look like. This would be iconic, guys. And he's also well put together. He's clean. Uh, he's just a solid dude. But anyways, men's physique or men's classic. What's the guy's name? The other one. Oh, Brian. This is a story, right? Where did Brian place? I heard not even in the top 10. And to be fair, Brian said this is his last year in Classic. So if you guys want to be in the political realm, there's no reason for the Olympia committee to give him a good look at this year's because he's moving to a different division. So why would you waste a top placing on a guy that's going to switch divisions? That's the way I think about it. Brian, third call out. Yeah, that's a bummer. I've met Brian many times. I have a couple autograph photos, honestly. If you can see, what does my screen look like? We're going to have a different backdrop pretty soon here in a couple of weeks. So it'll look good. The Celsius screen will actually be all the way in screen. Brian, if he did retire, I wouldn't be mad. If Brian did the Masters, I wouldn't be mad either. In Classic or 212, I'd be very happy with that. Where's that other guy at? They are doing the awards for men's physique, so I guess we can cover that together for those of you that didn't purchase the stream. I know Todd and I have done it, but if you guys have not, that's fine. All right, let's take a look. What do we got here, boys? Ladies and gentlemen, we have Edvan Palmeira from Brazil in, I believe, 5th place. Aaron Singerman, owner of Redcon 1, or a majority owner of Redcon 1, giving out the award. And some lady, respectfully dressed. I'll salute that. I don't know particularly who this guy is or where he's placed. I don't follow men's physique, to be honest. If you guys don't want me to cover men's physique, please let me know. I will switch back to men's open because I would love to talk about Martin. I'd love to pull up some Tonio shots. Dang, Aaron Banks, 4th place. So I'm guessing Jeremy Buendia is not in the first call out because there's way too many good guys that are not in this lineup right now. Junior O, what does Andrew Jack needs to place high? Oh, place high. I thought you meant pose high. I'm like, I don't know what pose high means, but yeah, Andrew Jack's gonna place 4th, unless there's some insanity that happens. He'll place 4th. Speaking of 4th, Aaron Banks, 4th place. Previous Mr. Olympia. Draymond, what's the Draymond Edwards? I think was his name. He won the Mr. Olympia one time in men's physique, and then just like gone. I would say that's kind of where Aaron's been stuck the last few years. He's a great competitor, but he just doesn't seem to nail the peak perfect, or they're just not giving. They just don't want that to be the champion right now. Like maybe they don't want somebody this tall. Maybe they want somebody just a little bit thicker here in the upper body. Midsection is great. The V taper is phenomenal. But that is not the look they're going for nowadays. Brandon Hendrickson, I believe is his name. Yep, Brandon Hendrickson, not Hendrickson. Hendrickson. Third place, Mr. Olympia men's physique champion, men's physique Olympia champion. That's probably how I should say it, right? People get a little touchy about that one. How people say stuff. Let's check on who's all watching the stream. 42 people watching. Hey, thank you everyone for stopping in, checking out this little ad hoc stream here. So this is interesting. So just a bunch of people did not place at all in the first call out for men's physique, but there's only room for 5, right? That's pretty surprising. Jeremy Buendia, I think he's going to retire. I think he's done now. The Ollie guy, he won the Arnold. If he won, I think people would be very happy. He's got a feeling he's going to win. Ryan Terry looks nervous. Look at that confidence. Holy cow. Look at this confidence. I mean, he's staring down the judges. He knows. He knows he's going to win. This is crazy. They're taking a long time, of course. Bob Chuncarello taking a long time. Wow. They gave it to Ryan Terry. Ryan Terry wins this year's Mr. Olympia in the men's physique division. Was not expecting that. The Ali guy looked very confident. Anyways, that is men's physique. Let's get back to the fun stuff, huh? Who wants to talk about Tonio? I want to talk about Tonio. Let's take a look at Tonio. Now, Tonio's in a really fun position, I think, for this Olympia. He could place 6th. He could place 7th. I don't know if he can crack in any higher. He looks phenomenal by himself. In the comparisons, he also looks great. Let's take a look here. I need to get a Mac, I think, for streaming so I can zoom in on this stuff better. But yeah, he definitely beats Bonac. Nick, that's a tough one. Nick just doesn't look good this year, especially in the front shots. It usually doesn't look great. But Brandon Curry looks great this year. Not mad about that. Good Vito looks fun. But Martin, I would like to see Nick fall back even farther, if possible. If Martin could knock off Nick, I wouldn't hate that. I don't think it's in the cards for Tonio to beat Nick. Nick's got just a little bit too much size, but I mean, besides Martin's back shots, which are probably his worst shots, I think Martin would agree. What about Martin? Did Martin ever improve from yesterday to today? What was your guys' collective consensus on that? Thank God I went and got that Ethernet cable because my internet would not have been able to handle this at all. Here's Martin. Doing a little posy pose for us. Looks good. I'd like to see Martin's hamstrings come up some more. There's definitely some improvement for density. And I get it. He's a young guy. He's got time. But I'd like to see a little bit more. I'd like to see a little bit more of that 3D look in the hamstrings. Doesn't seem anyone is wanting to hop into my sad little live stream. That's okay. We're going to keep hammering through this, boys. Besides Martin, we could look at Nick. I mean, I think we all know what Nick looks like. We've been looking at him for almost every shot here. Someone's looking at him, comparing him. I was kind of bummed out his Olympia shirt sold out. He had a really cool merch. I think Nick looks pretty good. Just not what he needed to look like to win. And that's okay. Not everyone can win. I don't even think Samson brought what he needed to win. I'd say people probably would be very upset if Samson won. There seems to be this like combined effort that everyone wants Derek to win. And I don't know. I don't want to see Derek win. I don't like his arms. I don't like Derek's chest. I don't like his lats. They're funny looking. Let's look at some high quality footage of Nick Walker. Looks like from finals. Not terrible conditioning, to be honest. The legs could be drier, more detail. Back shots are always good. The midsection it's been pretty tight lately. He keeps it pretty controlled. It's just the front lat spread, front double bicep. It's never a good shot for him. Let's take a look at Hadi real quick. So I know his shoulders were looking real questionable. I don't know who told Dan Solomon to wear a white tie with a gray suit, but he would have looked 1,000 times better. Which is a black suit, black tie, maybe not a goatee. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being petty. I don't know. I'm probably being petty. I'm sorry, guys. Andrew Jack, probably the big conversation this year. He showed up. Everyone was worried that he wasn't going to be a conversation piece this year, and I think that he did exactly what he needed to do to be relevant. Oh, that's prejudging? All right, well, thanks, guys. Hadi shoulders don't look that bad, right? I didn't think they looked too bad at all. I would say initially in prejudging, they looked a little sus. Especially before the show even started, those shoulders looked like shoulder pads under that t-shirt. Especially like this video. Like this one, I think everyone was like, what is going on with them shoulders? So I don't know what's going on with Chris Bumstead on stage, but I'm just going to listen just for a second. We have Nick, or we have Chris Bumstead. He's got Chris Bumstead on stage talking right now. I don't know what he's going to do. He's probably going to talk about giving up some more prize money. implants. I wouldn't be surprised if, not only is he doing sight enhancements, but he's definitely shooting his supplements in the shoulders, most likely. Let's look at the tags. Oh, these are all old stuff. He probably doesn't let people tag him. Let's look back at actually Flex Online's been posting some good photos. Yeah, they are. Yeah, Maureen won. Good for her. Love that woman. Great person. Yeah, not a lot of love. Never mind. They are not doing good photos at all. Let's go back to RX. RX always hires good photographers. Here's Derek. I don't know. I don't think this should be rewarded. It just looks so slabby. Like, look at this. This is just bad. No detail in the arms, all oil. Just looks bad. They that shouldn't be rewarded. Oh, I gotta mute it. Can't stand listening to Bob Chuncarello. Oh, I got about 4 seconds of Bob. I had to mute that shit. So Todd's saying he's got shoulder pads. Oh, my YouTube is not refreshing. That's why I don't see any of this freaking live stream. Sorry, guys. Let's see here. Chris is surprising, super well spoken. Yeah. I mean, he's got like I don't want to say he has like a very feminine voice, but it's very soft and friendly. He reminds me of like not a dad, but like I don't know, like a youth pastor or like a Boy Scout leader, something like that. When I think of fathers, I think of someone with like deep, boomy voice. My dad has a deep voice. I have a deep voice. I'd rather see Hottie win this year. He's not as big as Derek, but he's more conditioned. He has less problems. He's sure the shoulders look very questionable. I think someone mentioned one of the triceps is way off. I can't remember if it's the left or the right. And then there's a quad imbalance as well. The right one looks bigger than the left. I could see that. So I guess they gave Chris an award. And now they're moving on to, I'm guessing, the Men's Open Awards. I can't believe the show's over already. It is not that late, ladies and gentlemen. I usually expect the Olympia to go on crazy late. It's barely midnight for me. Central Standard Time. Looks like Men's Physique or Men's Classic is out. Justin Botarina in the top 10. Let's go, Justin. Super happy for him. I don't think he'll be in the top 6, but super happy. Right here. This is my boy. I really hope. Oh my God, did he get 6th? Holy shit. Please say he got 6th. No, he's doing a comparison. Holy cow. I was going to say, if Justin would have got top 6, I would have lost my freaking mind. This is Justin right here. Justin Botarina. I've had a couple shows with him before. Amazing guy. Bob said it's close. Mr. Joe Junior O is pulling for Andrew. Andrew jacked. I don't know if Andrew's going to win. And I don't think he can knock off either of the top threes, to be honest. I just don't think that's in the cards for him. But this is what we got going on right now. Let me pull that away. So if you think about it, Justin is kind of in the conversation for 7th or 8th right now. And Michael DeBoul's on the outside. Yeah, look at that. Justin just let go. That's a tough picture, man. Sorry. I'll save that one. I'll send it to him afterwards. Josima, or Josima, he was a men's open guy. Now he's classic. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. We just missed the double. They've got too many people in this call out. You can't see anything. Side chest. Just try to showing you guys just a little bit what everyone looks like. That's about it for the side chest. Grab this back double real quick. Stay with me, boys. It's going to go fast. Diago's my personal favorite. Nile top 4. Nile is not in the first call out. No. Unless this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, he could be top 4. Nile could be top 4. So then this means Justin could be 6th. Either one of these guys could be in the top 6. Holy shit, that's exciting. I didn't think it was that close, guys. Yeah, honestly, Junior, that's kind of what Todd's saying is Dylan's going to win. Oh, wait, where did Logan Franklin place? I didn't see Logan Franklin in the top 10. Holy cow, that guy bombed. Interesting. And I was pretty sure that props weren't allowed. What is this? He's got a ring on? That I don't think that's allowed. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. We're just allowing people to wear rings on stage now? What's next? Hats? Live stream dive. Terrence is on. Yes, Terrence is on center stage. Ramon not looking bad at all. Sharp, but not as big. I would go with Mike Sommerfeld here. Ooh, look at that shot. Oh, I just missed it. Dang. Mike looks good. Okay, moving people around a little bit. Most likely, Mike lost a little bit of his pop because he had to drop weight. But I still think that Mike smokes Ramon. I mean, it's I hate to say it. I don't even think it's close. This is I think this is just fan service for Ramon fans. Does Ramon win in the back? Not really. Really stringy. Really small in the back. Not a lot of detail. Mike's got huge shoulders. Not as good as arms. Ramon's kind of known for the arms. I'd probably go with Terrence, honestly, for a 2, and then 1 for Mike. This is just kind of there's not a lot going on here. Dino fans, yeah, they don't know much. I mean, if you're a fan of your nation, that's cool, but sending death threats to journalists is not the right way to get your athletes seen. It kind of just distorts it, ruins it. I'd love to give Ramon some of these shots, but he's just very narrow in the shoulders, and then there's just not a lot going on here. And then from the back, he's just getting smoked. Very narrow, very shallow, not a lot of depth to the muscle. Looks pretty tall as well. He's really squatting. He's really like squatting down here to make himself kind of line up with the rest of the guys. Whereas Terrence, he's straight up. Mike is relatively straight up. Favorite muscular pose or favorite classic pose, whatever they call it. I think Mike's got it. Am I way off here, guys? God, I hope Justin places top 6. That would make my night. If Samson's gonna lose, at least give Justin Botterine a top 6. Like, make my day. Make me a happy man. I would like that. Let me get some high quality stuff of Justin. Let's just take a look. Let me fanboy out. This is my stream. Look at that. I'd say this is better than Ramon. Look at that. This is classic. Pretty lines, big back, wide, a lot of width. I know his big feedback was the legs, is improving the size of the legs. But not bad at all, ladies and gentlemen. I think they have People's Champ coming on pretty soon here. Justin likely top 10. Yep. Okay, now they got some posing. They're coming out with Nile. You guys are excited about Nile, right? Nile Darwin. There you go. Fan service for y'all. He looks good. Refresh. I gotta keep refreshing this page. The live chat does not stay live for me. I don't know what's going on. Can I open the panel? Mike looks incredible. About to fall asleep. Hey Todd, I appreciate you, man. I always appreciate you stopping in here. You're a freaking super fan. Alexander Soto. Mike's got this. I agree. I think this is a pretty good win for Mike. Alex Soto also highlighting Mike Sommerfeld and who was the other one? With the tape on the fingers. That's going to be banned at the end of this. I remember one of them, I think it was Martin, had the tape like hanging as he was posing. That looked atrocious. This is Nile again, if you guys already forgot. Just trying to make sure I'm giving respect to everyone commenting here. I appreciate everyone. I don't know how super chats work. I don't know any of that stuff. So I just appreciate you being here and just letting me talk about bodybuilding, the sport that I love. Terrible shot of Nile. I do apologize. Here's a nice close-up. I don't know how well the screen grab shows, but look at that. Look at that quality. The super zoomed in shots are really nice. I'm going to drop a heart for myself. See if that works. Ooh, can I give myself money? Is that how that works? Show support for the Bodybuilding News Network. Super stickers and super chats. I don't know how that works. Smaller size of Nasser? Yeah, a little bit. The glasses, I could see that. Really sad. Bonek looks... Yeah, honestly, darn door. Welcome to the stream, man. He's still competitive in smaller shows. Josema on stage now. For those of you following on Classic, we're going to talk about Men's Open mostly. William Bonek, he doesn't need to retire, but he needs to understand in his mind that he's not going to be first call out at the Olympia. The midsection after he took off the time after that Arnold Classic where he got roasted about the gyno, he just hasn't really placed well after that. Here's a good shot of Hosima. Missed it just last second. All right, man. Sleep well. I'll talk to you later, dude. Always appreciate you, man. Our super fan Todd is heading to sleep, boys. But yeah, Bonac, I think can still win shows if that's what he wants to do. I mean, think of someone like Nathan Diasha. Like, he's not coming to the Olympia anytime soon, but he's still competing. He's still winning shows. Is that like a legacy thing? Is it an income thing? I mean, he makes money, you know? All right, Hosima. Ramon motherfucking Dino in the chat. Oh, real question, guys. For everyone in here, let me pull up the stream real quick so I can see how many people are watching. 61 people are watching. Thank you, everyone. 61 people. That's pretty cool. Do you guys know of clothing companies, supplement companies that are dropping cool Olympia merch that aren't sold out? I already purchased Martin Fitzwater's Olympia shirt. I tried to get Nick Walker's. It's already sold out. What did I order? I think that's it so far. So if you guys know of like supplement companies, like I know Jim Reaper has some stuff coming out for the Olympia. They're like one of the big sponsors. There's Ramon. If you guys know of any, hit me up on Instagram, Bodybuilding News Network. Send me a message. I just want to support bodybuilding. I love wearing the Olympia logo, but unfortunately, the Olympia under, I think it's mostly the Manions. I don't know who's really making the merch there, but it is atrocious. There's a shot of Ramon for when he doesn't win. I can look back on this photo fondly and remind you guys why he didn't win. Yeah, just I mean, he's definitely better than Logan Franklin, but I just don't see it. As the young kids say, mid. Nick just looks like Nick to me. I'm not sure why the opinion on him flipping so dramatically. Nick Walker. People didn't like Nick this year because he looked really good coming up and then didn't peak. He didn't peak very well at all. I think he looks very similar to what we've seen before, but he could have been sharper. The muscles could have been more dug out. Terrence Ruffin coming on stage. I am going to enjoy this routine. If you guys haven't purchased the live stream, please do. But Terrence is a master poser. He was a master poser before becoming a poser was a thing in Arnold in classic physique. I'm even gonna turn the music on. I want to hear it. I guess once you've heard one epic video, you've probably seen them all of Terrence. A lot of the same shots, but really good. I don't think he's going to win. I think it's Mike's time. Mike looks really, really good, and Ramon needs to bring something special if he plans to win. Need to go next year to Olympia. Just to get honestly, dude, I was gonna go to the Olympia. My girlfriend and I are expecting a baby, literally starting next week for the next 3 weeks. So it just wasn't feasible for me to go. I've gone many times. I've gone to the Arnold Classic many times. This year it just wasn't in the cards to go, unfortunately. But depending on how the baby grows and how I'm switching jobs, because I just moved from San Francisco to Texas, we will be able to travel to these shows as long as the new job is willing to work with me. Let me travel, stuff like that. If only the posing routine meant more. This guy takes the full time. If they give him 5 minutes, he's taking 5 minutes. If he gets 60 seconds, he's doing 60 seconds. Before the Olympia started today, ran to the store, grabbed some rotisserie chicken from Walmart, and my girlfriend got cheesecake. So I'm constantly thinking about that sweet, sweet cheesecake. Bro. Yeah, you got to keep an eye on the Olympia. If you're in Vegas on vacation, it's got to be during the Olympia. Or you could do, I think, in North Americans is usually in Vegas. Or maybe that's the Junior USA's. That'll probably be another time of the year. That would be good to go. I know I'm budgeting right now. Just drop like $6,000 in cash because I had to pay for the. We're doing a birthing center, so I had to drop the money to have the baby ready, the room reserved, and all that stuff. Look at that, Mike Sommerfeld. This is your 2025 Arnold Classic or Mr. Olympia in Classic Physique. This is perfect. Bad photo, but still very zoomed in. There we go. Look at that. That's a shot. Look at that. I'm going to save that one. Even with him not at 100%, I think this is enough. Yeah, that's nutty. Look at this back shot. Look at this back shot. Alexander Jr. Darn Door Buzanito Silva. Appreciate all you guys commenting. Thank you for watching the stream. Let me know who you have winning the classic title at this year's Mr. Olympia. Is Ramon gonna finally earn the title he's been fighting for all these years? Is Mike Sommerfeld going to truly realize his potential and win it the first year Chris is gone? There's a lot of opportunities here, guys. A lot of opportunities. Look at that back. I think this smokes Ramon. I guess I'm saying it a lot. I get it. But man, does it look good. He's taking his sweet time too. He's not doing some beautiful posing routine though, like Terrence was, but it's still good. That was in between shots. Sorry. He's done. There it is, boys. That's right after he did the heart. Sorry, I missed it. Missed it by a second. That's going to be your Classic Physique Olympia champion right there. There is no way that does not happen. 42 in the chat. Oh, yeah. Those are old ones. Let me check my DMs. I don't want to leak the DMs just in case. Anyone jumping in? Okay. So I have some experts saying that Ramon is going to win. All right. Let's see what happens, guys. Oh, all right. Men's Classic Physique pose down. Ramon still has the huge golden ring on. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So Niall is top 5. Josema is top 5. That means Justin is just outside it, maybe 6th or 7th. Irio Fangundris Jr. Oi. Open finals. Yeah, I'll be here. King 08. I'll be here all night, man. Don't worry. I think it's probably going to come on in the next. Well, I mean, what's left? Bikini already went. Men's Physique already went. Classic's going to come up in just a second. So probably in the next 15 minutes, I'd say. Men's Open, 15 minutes from now. Here's Ramon giving a little. This is all during the pose down, guys. So, don't expect anything crazy. Junior, I'll take that then. I'll find a good donation to do that. Wounded Warriors Project or something. Make sure that money goes to a good cause. But yeah, if Ramon wins, that'd be interesting. 6 a.m. here. Holy cow, dude! Where are you at? I'm central, and it's like, oh my god, I still have my fanny pack on. You guys see this? This is how domestic I am. I still got my fanny pack on. It's 12:30 right now. I just moved to Texas from San Francisco a couple weeks ago, so I'm still getting used to the time zone. My computer's still on West Coast time. Bunch of new people just jumped in the chat, so I appreciate everybody hopping in here. They're still doing a pose down. Oh, this is a good one. Look at that. Oh, you're going to like this one, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Super happy for Niall. Top 6. So we probably got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 4 and 5 could probably switch. Josema and Niall. I think these two could switch. But I think Mike is there. Yep. Niall in 5th. I got that one right. He's getting the award right now. Congratulations, Niall. Ramon, new champ. Ronaldo. Are you saying that because he's Spanish? Or are you saying that because you believe that? Is this a national thing, or is this a he deserves it, he's good enough thing? Look at Niall. This looks great. Shoot, I'd have this over Ramon. 5th place for Niall. Congratulations. Really good legs. I mean, they just really flow out. Tiny midsection. Great arms. Nice lats. I mean, this guy is perfect. Perfect classic physique. Definitely grew a lot from last year. If you guys didn't see him competing last year, I'm not going to pull it up right now because we are in the nick of it, or the thick of it is what they say, right? Josema, 4th place. Congratulations, Josema. To go from a striving men's open guy to now one of the best in the world for his division. Very happy for him. He did a good job. He deserves it. Now, the real question is, in 3rd, is it going to go to Terrence? That's the real question. If Terrence gets 3rd, it could happen. It's not going to be Mike. It could be Ramon. Yep. Terrence, I think. Terrence Ruffin, one of his best packages of all time. Debatably. The best he's ever been. 3rd place. 2025 Classic Physique, Olympia. Man, Ramon fans are going to be mad when he loses. Here it is, boys and girls. Your top two. Classic Physique, Mr. Olympia. Not a good shot for. I mean, Ramon does look pretty darn good right now. Dang. All right. Ramon is looking really good. Mike has faded. I don't know if Ramon peaked just in time, but he looks great right now. And of course, it's going to take forever. Still waiting. Ramon's got that sucked in face, though. He definitely dyed it hard for this one. Oh my God! You guys would not believe what just happened. You're not going to believe it. You're not going to believe it. I'm at a loss for words. The world has stopped. Hell has frozen over. That's amazing. I did not see this happening. I did not see it until literally the last second when they were standing there next to each other. Ramon looked so much better. But I didn't think that was going to matter. I thought the comparisons, I thought Mike really was dominating. Wow. All right. Congratulations, Ramon Dino, bringing the men's classic physique title to Brazil. This is the question, though. I mean, I know his English is horrific, so I don't expect him to be doing a lot of stuff for, English-speaking fans. But Portuguese, I don't know how good his Spanish is, but he's going to be doing a lot. He'll be doing a lot in Brazil. Bodybuilding out there is big right now. I'm guessing he's like super Catholic. He's really getting into it. But yeah, that's amazing. Did not see that coming at all. Your 2025 Classic Physique Olympia champion. There you go. Durianto. Ramon got it. He's got the gold, boys. Very, very impressed. Very surprised. Did not see that coming. But this is going to be a really good conversation for the next 11 months. 11 months and 3 weeks is, can Ramon be a dynasty? Can he win multiple titles? Or would someone like Josema or Nile come up and challenge him? Because those guys are improving every single year. Yeah, space SPASE. I'm not going to argue with that. It was his time. Just like how Jay Cutler came second to Ronnie so many times. I think that they had to at least give it to him. Just like Hottie, who knows if Hottie will ever win again. But he plays second so many times. You just kind of have to give it to him, Bob Chuncarello, of course, ruining the photo. But yeah, very happy for Ramon. And we should have, it is 12:30 Pacific right now. So we should have Men's Open coming on in just a second. Let's fill that in just a little bit more. There we go. Just so you can't even see all of his chins. We should have Men's Open coming on in just a second. So stay tuned. Let me hop over to Instagram. Pretty standard, I'd say. The winners this year for the Olympia, not a lot of big surprises. It was exactly who we were expecting. Ryan Terry winning that one. Ramon, maybe they don't have the photos up just yet, but good. Andrew Jacked contending for fourth here. I don't think he's going to move up anymore. I don't think he's going to move down unless the freak of the freak happens and Martin moves up 2 places and knocks off Nick, and Nick ends up out of the top 6. I don't think they're going to do that. I think everyone would lose their minds. But stranger things have happened, as Kai Green likes to say. Andrew third, really king. Who's he beating? Is he beating Hottie or is he beating Derek? Or is he knocking off Samson? You think Andrew can beat off Samson? Pause. You gotta let me know on that one, man. I don't think Andrew. I don't think it's in the cards for third. Because who's off enough to where Andrew could be in third place? I'm not saying he's not great, but I don't know. And one last shot for you guys of Ramon. Jumping around. Very excited. I think his wife wants to come up or something. I don't know what he's about to do. Oh, he's going to wave the Brazilian flag. No other champion waves a national flag except Brazilians. I'm sure he's going to get fined for that. Knocking off Samson, really king. You think he's going to beat Samson? Was Samson off that much? I mean, he didn't have the wow factor, but I would be very surprised to see Samson outside the top 3. Yeah, I think the conversation and how Samson has showed up is going to mean he's not going to win for sure. King 08, Andrew improved dramatically, at least in my opinions, but could be wrong. I see Hottie and Derek fighting for first, Andrew edging off Samson, and Samson third. Andrew is better than Samson. I don't think Samson has, or I don't think Andrew has the back in the lower body down here to beat Samson. Back lat's rough as well, but mostly that side tricep if they're showing it. Yeah, this is an abomination. He's always going to get penalized for that kind of presentation, you know. Taking a break from that, it looks like we might be doing the People's Champ Award. And it's got a couple people here on stage. I'm not going to include Bob because fuck Bob. But it's got the Chef Rush guy and some other guy. I don't want to hear Bob's voice, so I'm not going to turn the audio on. But Space says Derek 1, Hottie 2, Andrew 3, Samson 4, Martin 5. Martin beating out Nick Walker, I think, would be a really good move in the right direction. It's going to tell people that, hey, you can't show up with your stomach distended like Nick's been caught a couple times in his career. Love Samson. He's from here. But I don't see the wow. Yeah. He didn't have the pop this year. Sugar-free tea. It's the only way I keep my migraines away because got some injuries while I was in the Army. Still in. Not active duty anymore. Reserves. But still messed up. So, and I don't like water. Water's boring. You can't just sit there and drink 2 gallons of water every day. But I can drink 2 gallons of tea every day. Shout out to Milo's Tea. Sponsor me. Milo's Tea. I drink almost 2 of these a day. 0 calorie sweet tea. No calories. Nothing but Splenda or whatever, which who knows. I'll get cancer from that probably when I'm older. Let's see. Also, Junior is saying, I beg Andrew gets an upset and I can sleep. I think it's not out of the cards for Andrew to get 3rd. I think it's a little outside the scope of what the Olympia wants to do this year to give Martin 4th. I think that would be very impressive. You know, this has to be something to do with veterans because Chef Rush has all of his medals on in his gimmicky chef outfit. And this guy's got a Purple Heart ribbon medal. Technically, it's a medal. The ribbon's just the piece that goes on the rockers. And then some kind of presidential thing. I don't know. I wasn't listening. Don't want to hear Bob's voice. But I'm pretty sure we have the finals up right now. Men's Open's coming out. I know King's here. I know he was waiting for it, so happy you could stay with us. I know there's a lot of other channels doing a similar watch party, so I do appreciate you guys stopping in here. Most of you probably not subscribed. Most of you probably don't even know what the Bodybuilding News Network is all about. So I do appreciate all 52 of you. Do appreciate you guys stopping in, hanging out with me, enjoying my awkwardly green screen. I'm going to bring my light a little closer, light me up a little bit better. And now we have Hottie Chupin coming out. I'm guessing, yep. So Hottie got the People's Champs, so that means he's probably 2nd or 3rd. Okay. Yeah. That is their, whatever you call it, the award you get when they don't want you to win. Which doesn't make sense because it should be something that people vote on, but I've never seen any kind of transparency where it tells you the voting. So I can't imagine there's integrity in that sort of thing. But hey, congratulations to Hottie. Oh, Joshua Sanchagro commenting hi. That must be my beautiful Ellen. For me, it's coffee. Instant coffee gives me the worst headaches. Mocha pot coffee is the only way. I don't really. I can't do too much coffee or too much caffeine because then I get different kind of migraines. These ones, I don't think I'm getting crazy amounts of caffeine throughout the day. But who knows? I mean, I guess I've never looked at how much caffeine's in one of these things. Okay, somebody do a quick Google for me. How much caffeine is in a Milo sweet tea? That'd be an interesting statistic. All right, here is your top 10 men's open. Good Vito, Hottie. Looks like Bonek just squeezed into it. Okay. And if I look at interesting call out. Okay. So you've got 6 through 10, 7 through 10. Okay. Let's take a look here. Again, thanks everyone for stopping by, watching the stream. It's a lot of fun to do this with a couple people. So this is 3, 6. So this is, I guess, your 6 through 10. And they did move Nick and Martin to the middle here. Bonak and Good Vito are on the outside of the top 10. Or on the inside of the top 10, but right at the end. Martin and Nick. Yep. And then Brandon versus Tonio. That seems to be what kind of what I was predicting after prejudging. The Nick and Martin is really apples and oranges. You got just pure size here with Nick, pure size, and then Martin brings a little bit more streamline, nicer lines. Not as good of a back. Let's get one of these back shots. Nope, camera just was zoomed in the whole time on Bonak. Oh, that's right. I didn't want to get that picture anyways. Oh my god. And as soon as Nick got into the shot, everyone started moving. Ugh. You gotta hate it. And this is right when they started relaxing. Apologies to both of them. I think they already knew who was placing in that lineup because they ran through it so fast. A very quick confirmation. They didn't move anyone around outside, like them just putting him in the wrong spots. And then, of course, Derek goes right for the middle and then gets corrected to go on the outside. And then immediately the judge is like, oh, no, he actually does belong in the middle. Holy cow. Let's see what happens, guys. Let's see what happens. All right. Front double. Your top 4. Finals, Mr. Olympia. This is the shot that should win it. And Derek looks weird. The chest is all squishy. Hottie's legs are way better. Arms, chest, shoulders, better. Samson just kind of, I don't know, kind of in the middle. Nick, it was really hard to see how Nick looked. They ran through the shots so fast. Honestly, I didn't really get a look. I was looking more at Tonio and Martin. Hottie wins the back shot right here. I think Hottie's better. I think if they're going to not go with Samson, they have to go with Hottie. Look at this. This is nice. I mean, Samson's not getting it. We get that. But to give it back to Derek, I just don't know. I don't think he earned it. He doesn't look good. He looks weird and squishy. Hottie always looks tight. He looks really conditioned. Sure, the shoulders look a little jimmied, but all of them use SEOs. All of them look funky. Derek looks weird. The arms, the lats, the chest, it's all squishy. It's all weird. So you either have that or you have Hottie with the pointy shoulders. You know, which one do you hate less? And I think Hottie checks less boxes in terms of like bad things. Oh my God. I can't seem to catch it just right. Apologies to Derek. He was not set. But this should be your Mr. Olympia champion. This should not. Them throwing in Brandon is comical. I didn't even notice that till literally right now. Like, he's not even in the conversation at all. Martin should have gotten thrown in there, if anything. Now it's time for a little posy pose down. Martin, Nick, and Tonio. I'm going to save that one for Tonio. I'll send that to him. He's going to like that shot. But what are your guys' thoughts? Hear me out. Hottie's so conditioned. I agree. Hottie looks great. And like I said, if you can get past the little shoulders looking a little funny, I'm all for it. New commenters, welcome Gizmo, welcome Parsha Razifar. I think I got that right. I'm partial to Andrew on this one. He brought it. If they gave it to Andrew for third, I don't think anyone would be crazy mad, but it would be shocking. Parsha, thanks for commenting. Open, Hottie, Derek, Jack, and Samson. Oh, Andrew Jack. Okay. Yeah. I think a lot of you want Andrew Jack in third. It's not outside the realm of possibility. Mohammed LDB. Salam alaikum, brother. Andrew has it. I think maybe third, man. I don't know if he would place higher than that. If he does, awesome. And here's Samson right in the middle, getting bumped around. Hottie's getting in there. It's funny because like everyone enjoys Hottie. Ooh, that was a good shot if I got it. Nope. All I got was Hottie's monobrow. Yeah, I don't know. Did Classic match over? Yeah. Welcome to the stream. Classic did finish. We had real quick for real quick. Ramon Dino ended up winning that one. Let me refresh it, see if I can get you some quick photos. Here's RX Muscle. This is your champion right there. Ramon Dino, Mike Sommerfeld in second, Terrence Ruffin in third. Thanks for commenting. OM. They're doing the pose down extra long here. Back to men's open. Thank you, everyone, for stopping in. Looks like everyone's kind of hopping in here at the end of the day. I think politics will get in the way. Yeah, Mohammed, I would agree. There's always the politics, man. Arab brothers usually get stiffed on stuff like that, unfortunately. It's really unfortunate. And honestly, I think they're just really pushing for Derek right now. They want Derek to win. They gave him Pittsburgh when Nick was perfect. He won Arnold in a fair way. I think that was fair. But Hottie should win. I think Hottie looks really good here. Derek seems very happy. It's almost like someone told him he's going to win. Dino won, yes. Dino did beat Mike Sommerfeld somehow. I'm going to have to review the footage because I didn't have him winning at all. But when they did the awards ceremony, he actually smoked him. He looked crazy good. I think I got a photo in here somewhere. Give me a second. Yeah, look at this. Real quick. Like, this is right before he won. Like, look how much more sharp Ramon is versus Mike. So Ramon was able to peak really good at the end of it. It was really crazy. Risha Kesh, yes, Ramon did win. Ramon was 1. Mike Sommerfeld was 2. Yep. We got Dexter the Blade Jackson giving out 5th place right now. We're about to find out in just a second. Martin Fitzwater, 5th place. Very good placing for Martin. Hottie should win. I agree, Junior. Big shout out to Martin and Dexter the Blade Jackson handing out the award. Very well earned. Martin falling in place just a tiny bit. He was 5th last year, I believe. Rishi, if Andrew Jack wins, I will kiss you on your mouth. I will fly to wherever you are and kiss you on your mouth. Ooh, we've got Phil Heath, 7-time Mr. Olympia, about to give out the 4th place award. He also just launched his own supplement company. So if you guys want to support him that way, you can. It's called 7X. 7X, I think is what it's called. Labs. 7X Labs. Who won? Ramon. Ramon won. YTTYU. Ramon won. Wow. Very controversial placings, but we all expected it. Samson Dauda, 3rd place. 2025 Mr. Olympia. No, that's 4th. He got 4th, right? Phil just handed out 4th place. Samson's in 4th place. That means Andrew Jack is in 3rd. That is crazy. They bumped him all the way to 4th. Wow. Wow. That's tough. Wow. Andrew can't move up any closer. 3rd is going to be really good for him. There's no way. Yep, there it is. Andrew Jack, 3rd place. Congratulations, Andrew Jack. So Nick Walker got 6th. Oh, so Martin beat Nick. I just put that together in my head. Wow. What a show, guys. I just put that together. Nick Walker not placing. Wow. That's crazy. Andrew Jacked. 3rd place. Martin beating Nick Walker. A very off Nick Walker is what most people are saying. I didn't think he would look that bad. Let me refresh my chat. I'm not seeing anything right now. Yep, my chat timed out. Way to go, Andrew. That's crazy. So you guys are right. Andrew beating Samson. I didn't think Andrew had the legs in the back to win versus Samson, but clearly the judges saw things that we couldn't from here. Cannot be mad about that. And now they have a whole crap load of people out here with, I can't tell if that's $1 million check or 600,000. Looks like a $609,000. Yep, 600 right there. $600,000 for the winner. Should be Hottie. Hottie should win. Yeah, Rishi, no kiss on your mouth, brother. BKLYN Capo. Blacklin Capo thinks Derek should win. I think the judges are going to give him the win, but I don't like it. I think Hottie should win. I think Hottie looks better. Hottie checks more boxes, has less issues. Oh, so they didn't even put. How stupid is that? They didn't even put Hottie or Derek in the middle. They just. Oh, what a lost opportunity. Derek wins. With all the oil and all the weird injection scars he has, Derek wins. Congratulations, man. I could not understand that one at all. Interesting. Very interesting. So they just broke the unspoken rule. I mean, either way, it was going to be Hottie or Derek winning, and both of them, both of them would have won back their titles. So, congratulations to both of them. Uh, man, y'all ready for a really cringy speech? Yep. Yep. My comments keep timing out. I do apologize, everyone, but we are kind of at the end of the night, so I guess it's not the end of the world. But welcome, Aksha AV. Black. Did Hottie storm off? No, Hottie's still there. I saw him just a second ago. He was still there. Hottie is still there. Yeah, gotta definitely hate those results. I did not like Derek's look at all. We're gonna have to go side by side on these shots tomorrow. Space, you got the top 5 right. You should go to the Olympia. Hey man, anyone can go. You could either start a YouTube channel and be a media guy, get press passes for free, or you could buy the tickets. Oh, Hottie's walking off. He took off the medal. I saw it right there. See, he took it off, which you should have. I mean, it's clearly a robbery. No one is happy about this. Look at, if y'all think I'm just being mean, look at this and tell me how this is the Mr. Olympia. Look at these arms. I don't know what's going on here. Some like injection scars, or maybe that's just leftover tan, but zero detail in the arms. Super weird looking lats, and then just the spongiest chest you've ever seen. Hey, King, thanks for watching, man. I appreciate you, brother. Have a good night. But this is bad. I'm going to wait till Bob stops talking, and then I'm going to listen to the speech. Derek looks like a blown out doll. Yeah, it's not good. I'm going to listen to the speech real quick. Oh. The first thing he says is, I know a lot of you will doubt and say I shouldn't have done this. I agree. You shouldn't have won. It doesn't look good. Hottie robbery, unknown. I agree, man. We're all on the same page. All same page, man. Gizmo, he's jimmied up. Kung Fu, I don't know, man. I don't know. You never know. Bad things happen. El Carnicero. I don't know what that says, but Andrew placing third was amazing. Very happy with him. You should go to Vegas and gamble. Hey, maybe, man. I've never gambled before, but yeah, could be good. Rigged. I agree. Yeah, it's clearly the results are rigged. Derek's giving a speech about God. If you haven't given God a chance, please give God a chance. Christ is King. All right, man. God. Oh, sorry. Bob started talking, so I had to mute it real quick. I'm not going to support Bob. You think so, man? Carnicero? I apologize, man. If that's Portuguese, I don't know it at all. My Spanish is really rough. I'm like 230 days in right now, just trying to learn it a little bit, 5 minutes at a time, you know? Let's see here. Bob and Derek, they're still talking. Um, gives SIO a chance. Site enhancement oil. No, Derek uses a lot of SEOs, I think, or SIOs, site enhancement. Enhancement with an I. No, enhancements with an E. Yep. Hottie was robbed again due to politics. Maybe. I don't think it's politics like you think it is. I don't think it's like because he's from Iran, he's not winning. I think he's not winning because they want Derek to be the face of the Olympia, because Derek is, I mean, call a spade a spade. I mean, he's a white Christian guy that's American that speaks perfect English. I mean, that's the poster boy for what the Olympia has tried to always be. Maybe not the ethnicity as much that matters, but typically American, always fluent English speaking. It's just how it is, guys. It's how the sport makes money. It's a business at the end of the day. And if you think that that's not the reality of what this is, you're fooling yourself. Sure, people's merit come into play. If you're not in shape, if you're not in condition, you can't win a show unless you're Derek Lunsford, because this is atrocious. Like, it's just not, nothing about this says Mr. Olympia champion. We're going to be saying this for a very long time. And I'd love to see this next to the Arnold Classic and see what it looks like. Because here's another good shot. This is bad. This and this one. This is even worse. This is really bad. And for us to know that this is a 2-time Mr. Olympia champion, people are going to say this is like the top 10 of all time, and it's just not. Thanks for the watch party. Hey, man, yeah, we'll be back for we're going to try to get into this. I kind of enjoy these watch parties. I typically try to join other channels and kind of give them the boost. Sometimes it's a lot easier just to be a part of a live stream of a watch party than to host one yourself, but this has actually been a lot of fun. We had a lot of people turn up, and I really appreciate everyone stopping in and watching it with me. But this looks like it is the conclusion. I'm going to look at some side by sides at the very end, just to kind of recap, to see if there's anything I missed. Because you never know. Sometimes you miss things. Luckily, I've got my tablet down here, so I can have the stream up. By the next show, I'll definitely have my other monitors set up. I've got a monitor set up right now, just one though. Well, the crowd has dissipated. There's like no one left in the auditorium, so I'm guessing it's over. So let's close the stream and let's pop back into Instagram just for a second. If any of you are interested in just watching just a little bit more, we're going to look at Instagram and just see what the heck's going on. Put the stream up on my left screen. Asif, robbery. Yep. Let's take a look at what just happened. That's Ramon. What about Lunsford? Huh. Let's take a look. What do you guys got? Yeah, it's just not good. I don't know. I'm going to get some guys together tomorrow so we can talk about this and figure out exactly why Derek just won. Because if I was a betting man, this would not be, I don't know. I mean, there's not a lot of detail in these legs. The inside adductors, there's nothing here. No detail. Midsection's nice. I like that. Chest, very squishy. Not a lot going on here. The weird lat stuff, present, awkward. No detail in the arms. Just like weird looking bulges. But hey, I'm not judging the Olympia, so you know, it is what it is, guys. What else we got? The midsection. So this was a big criticism last year at Pittsburgh. Was the midsection just looked really bad? Not a lot of detail, not a lot of separation. Leandro, Hadi robbed. I agree. I had Hadi winning. They did not give it to him at all, and it's unfortunate. But Derek, he still has that really weird ab stuff going on here. It's just really washed out. There's nothing going on. There's also zero detail in the lats and chest. This is just weird growth. There's no detail, no muscle maturity. It just, all in all, just looks really bad. Hadi lost to politics. He, like I said earlier, HK, Hadi did lose to politics, but not the politics you're thinking. It's not because of his ethnicity. It's because they want Derek, who is a fluent English-speaking American, to be the face of the Olympia for this year. I think they just need that clean look, and they need someone who's going to stand on stage and talk about Jesus, and that's just what they're looking for right now. And unfortunately, this is what we get to look at for the next 12 months. And this is what we get to call our Mr. Olympia. Mr. Olympia champion. This is what we got. Just a big, not like tall, not to like just shit on him the whole time, but I hated the results. This is terrible. This is really demoralizing for anyone who's prepped hard and brought amazing shape and condition and aesthetics to lose to like a water buffalo. HK, it shouldn't be because he speaks perfect English. But if you think about some of the greatest bodybuilders of all time, Men's Open, which one didn't speak English? Which one won the Mr. Olympia and doesn't speak English? Hadi speaks what? Farsi and Arab? Sorry, not Arab. Not what's, I don't know. I forget what country Iran speaks. You know, I do apologize. Mr. Olympia with banana arms. Like, what are the judges looking at? Ben Mangus. I agree. To be honest, thought no one really impressed me this year at all. Andrew was the most impressive, but still not much to talk about. It sucks. I don't know if I'd go straight up like black pill like that. I would say Andrew was impressive. He still needs the posing though. He needs to fix, whatever this is. I mean, we're just going to keep jumping around. If you guys are going to talk, if you're going to keep Farsi, thank you for correcting that. Like I am, I'm trying to learn Arabic here and there, learning Islam, but I'm just a silly white guy as well. So it is what it is. We try, we try to be better versions of ourselves. But yeah, Andrew just needs to. I don't know if this is a good look. I think he needs to do either the hands clasped or the hands on hip. But this is a money shot. I would say this is great. And this is why he just beat Samson. One, because Samson was off and didn't really have that pop. But also, this is a really good look. Benjamin said, Hadi speaks camel. That's actually pretty funny. In the back double, too. This is where I thought Andrew wasn't going to win. I thought he wasn't going to win because the back, the legs. I didn't think the legs. What are we doing here? There we go. I didn't think the legs were big enough and the hamstrings here. It's this kind of reminds me of like Tonio's legs. Tonio's amazing. I love Tonio. Good friend of mine. Very good friend of mine. But Tonio wasn't in the top 6 this year. I think he still needs to grow. That username is just straight up in Arabic. Bit rude, sorry. Oh, you speaking camel. I thought it was funny. If someone has thin enough skin where that bothers them, they need to be a fan of men's physique. Now that's rude. Derek is the worst Mr. Olympia of all time. No, what's the there was a guy in the 90s. People were really crapping on him. He was pretty bad. Or maybe it was the 80s before I always forget his name. No, he's not the worst Mr. Olympia. No. Yeah, I would say Hottie should have won. I really do. Still about 50 people watching. If you guys are going to watch, I'm going to keep talking about bodybuilding. I love this shit. Yeah, I mean, look at the difference. I mean, this photo looks pretty cooked. This was probably him peaked perfect. Chris Dickerson. Thank you guys. Thank you, Chris Dickerson. I'm tired. Most people say Chris Dickerson's the worst. Yep. Calcium deposits, Beaver Prime. Agreed. Yep. Yeah, even this, which is probably the best photo they could get for Derek, the propaganda machine pushing this narrative, even this doesn't even touch peak hottie photo. It's not even in the same universe. Like, this is Marvel playing Multiverse of Madness here. Andrew looking great. I got nothing against that. Samson was the disappointment, was a real bummer. But Martin moving up in 5th, amazing. Love seeing that. That's probably it, guys. I'm probably going to. What time is it? Let me check my man pack, my fanny pack. It's 1:15 my time, so I'm going to. If you are, Sophie says, if you are idiot about muscle, better you shut up. Mr. Olympia decisions is enough. Well, that's the fun thing about the internet, especially being like an online journalist like myself, is like we get to challenge what people say. And not to say that we don't respect what the judge's decision is. I mean, we should put some respect into what those guys do. I mean, they sit there all day, they judge, they break down the physiques. So I do give a certain level of respect to the judges of the IFBB and all other organizations as well. But to say that there's not narratives, to say there's not politics, and to say there's not hidden agendas in the placings, you're living under a rock, my friend. And for Hottie to get robbed as many times as he has, there's definitely things going on. Benjamin, 7 a.m. You're insane. And we all appreciate your commitment to bodybuilding. 7 a.m. is a wild time to be awake watching all this. Beaver Prime. Could Andrew in this condition with less bias win the next Arnold? It depends who shows up on stage. Like any other bodybuilding show, it just depends who's there. If Prime Andrew, which I would say was this year, let's pull up Andrew. If Prime Andrew shows up at this year's Arnold Classic, you could see him walking away with the Arnold Classic title. But who's going to go to the Arnold and try to make a statement? Is Martin going to go to the Arnold? Is Nick? Is Hottie? There's a lot of question marks on what other top talents are going to show up. Now, if we're doing bodybuilding math, Andrew is the favorite to win because Hottie and Derek are probably not going to show up to the Arnold Classic. I think Derek could. as long as he peaks relatively good, why not show up, get all that money? I would not be mad at all. Hopefully, I'm there in person this year. But Prime Andrew could win this year's Arnold Classic, especially if the bodybuilding math lines up. It's definitely a likelihood. Shout out to Allsups. It's a gas station in Texas. Where did Urs place? Is King back, or is this a different King? I think it's a different King. Let me check on that for you, King. Let's see here. I think Urs. I don't even remember seeing him like around 12th. Really, he's still, yeah, he shakes a lot. It's interesting to see how much he shakes. Who is he next to? Seeing if I can get any clue of who he stood next to. Okay, so he stood next to Beirut. And Beirut, in prejudging, was battling right next to Curry and Sebum. Or not Sebum. Curry and Tonio. So that doesn't count. Having a hard time finding him next. This is just his. I'm going to say Urs probably land about 14th. I'm going to say 14th, maybe 13th. But this is what he looked like. I mean, good conditioning, open debut for the Olympia. This is good. He beat a lot of good names. Probably beat Jordan Hutchinson. He's probably right next to Beirut. Right behind he probably beat Akeem, honestly. Akeem Benjamin, thank you. Yeah, good job to all the guys. I'm covering the show, but these guys are actually on stage doing the show. So most of the respect goes to those guys. Just killing it. What happened to Beirut? Where did Beirut land? The scorecards aren't going to come out for a while. Oh, that's an old one. He still got glasses on. Let's look up RX. They probably have pictures of Beirut. I mean, you can't take pictures of everyone, I guess. Okay. So there's Urs next to Beirut and Jordan Hutchinson. I bet you somebody commented in the comments of placing. Looks like all right, some weird Hitler stuff. Manjo Patel placing? Who's Manaj? Manaj Patel. Is he a men's physique guy? Then I would not know. Or is he classic? Patel. Patel? Is he an Indian guy? I didn't know there's any Indians that qualify for the Olympia this year. Yeah. So, anyways, Urs, I'm going to say somewhat in the middle of the third call out. So good. What Dan's got posted. Make sure you guys follow Daniel. I guess he goes by Daniel. I call him Dan. Dan over at Bodybuilders Without Borders. There's the pose down. but that was just the top 10. Here's Nexzilla, third call out, 11th through 16th. Nexzilla and Jordan Hutchinson, Beirut. They're all going to be in that third. Sass was phenomenal. Yes, Minaj is men's physique guy. Yeah. I only saw just a brief shot of the men's physique, and that was as they were finishing up the awards ceremony. So apologies. The scores will not come out for a little bit. Here, let me finish looking at third call, and then I'll look at your Minaj guy. Or Minaj. Make sure I didn't say it wrong. So yeah, Sas Harara was phenomenal. The most conditioned guy in men's open. So happy to see him placing in there. And then Regan, probably on the outside, probably 16th or not placing at all. Beirut being outside the top 10 is comical for how much hype people had for him. Regan just, he just needs to come in smaller with more condition. But let's look up, let's do a little fan service here. Let's look up this guy. Minaj Patel. And this better not be some joke where I'm going to pull up some weird stuff. I need my $50 a month I get from YouTube ad revenue. Okay. Oh, okay. I've seen this guy's face before. Let's see what his tags are. Someone probably tagged him. Hard to tell, actually. I don't know if he placed, to be honest. I haven't really heard anyone talk about him. Not that that is the end all be all. Yeah, honestly, I don't know if he placed. Usually people talk about it if you placed. There's just so many guys that place outside the top 16 for men's physique. If you don't place, usually you don't talk about it. But if you do place, you usually want to talk about it. I was eating this mic the whole night. Nobody even said anything. Yeah. So thank you everyone for watching. Make sure you guys shameless plugs. Let me just plug some people real quick because they've been doing a really good job. Make sure you guys follow EP09. He does an amazing watch party. Watch his stuff. His channel's blowing up right now. Make sure you watch him. Desktop Bodybuilding, Xavier Wills, obviously phenomenal guy. Make sure you guys are following him. He makes a lot of great content. Project Bodybuilding, if you like a little bit of edgy stuff, a little bit of funness, Project Dylan over at Project Bodybuilding does a good job and also does watch parties for the Olympias. So make sure you guys go ahead and follow him, check him out, and subscribe. Seeker says, what are the top 16s to come out? They're not going to come out for a few hours at the minimum, probably sometime tomorrow or technically today, Sunday. It's going to come out at some point, sometime today. Mr. No Olympia is also another guy. He hosts the Muscle Maturity podcast. Marcus, make sure you guys subscribe over at Marcus's channel. He does a good job, makes a lot of good content. And who else do I want to plug? If you guys like bodybuilding history, Mark's Max Muscle. If you don't know who Mark's Max Muscle is, make sure you follow him. He makes a lot of phenomenal content. This is all of his fun stuff on Instagram, but his YouTube channel's right here. He is the bodybuilding historian. So make sure you guys watch him as well. And if you guys enjoy this style of content, make sure you subscribe here at the Bodybuilding News Network. My beautiful wife is in the comment section giving me a virtual hug, and she's waiting for me to get back to bed because we are very pregnant and expecting a baby in just a couple weeks. So thank you everyone for watching. I do appreciate you guys stopping by, checking out the channel, and enjoying the live stream. As always, I'm your host here on the Bodybuilding News Network, Josh Sanch. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next live stream, probably Wednesday, with our co-host Jason Lowe for Bodybuilding and Friends. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the